Well, it is a beautiful day here in Jackson County. We're at the Shed Barbecue. There's a lot going on, 30 acres of fun for the entire family, food, drinks, but there's also some glamping. We're gonna head over there right now and take a look. Well, we are joined by Brooke. Thanks for being here.
I am so glad that you're out here. I love hanging out with you and our WLOX family.
Absolutely. So listen, we're at Cozy Rosie. So tell us a little bit about that.
So this is super exciting. You know, our family moved here in 1986 and bought this campground. When Brad and I and Brett were very young children. Of course, we opened the Shed in 2001 on this property. And we were just recently able and feel very blessed to buy the campground back and bring it back into our family. So it's super exciting. We named it the Cozy Rosie Glampground after our loved grandma. And so there is so much history on this property that we've had since I was a very young child, like I said, 1986, and now we're bringing it all back around, this big loop back to the family heritage. It's very exciting.
And this tent is one of the, you can actually rent this space.
Yes, so we have a lot of glamping tents, and of course we have a 500-foot pier and the bird sanctuary across the bayou, boat ramp, kayaks, all the things. Can you believe we're standing in a tent that has AC and 2 queen beds?
It's pretty impressive, and I didn't jump on it because it's so beautiful, but the bed seems very comfy.
Yes, well, I mean, you have to have if you're gonna glamp, it's gotta be comfortable. You need to have your AC. We'll even put a little microwave in it. And we have people from all over the country that come. They love to get fed at the Shed, visit the 30 acres, stay in a glamping tent, but we also have over 100 RV sites.
I was going to say, you don't have to have one of these. Can you bring your own tent?
Yes,
you bring
absolutely.
your RV?
Yes.
You've got you ready?
Absolutely. We have from full hookup down to primitive camping.
See, I love that. I spent my whole childhood during the summers, we would go camping as well. We'd have tents, we'd have campers, we would go to Flint Creek.
Yeah.
Irrelevant. That was so far away. This wasn't, from when I was a kid, I didn't know this was a possibility. I would much rather have been here.
Yeah.
Because it's closer, it's on the coast, and it's, I mean, you have the Shed.
We do have the
Come on
Shed,
now.
and we have live music 5 days a week at the Shed. So it's wonderful to be able to bring all this back home, right? So we have the Shed, and now we have the family campground back in the family. It's such a blessing.
So should we go take a look at the pier?
Yeah, we should.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Let's go. Well, I said we were going to go to the pier, but I don't think we can talk about the Cozy Rosie without actually seeing.
Well, bless
Cozy
my heart.
How are you?
It's Chit Landry. Give me some love, sugar.
How are you, sweetie?
Aw.
So what's your favorite part about this?
Oh, my word, the whole campground. The whole campground. Everybody here loves each other, and they're respecting each other, and it's nice and quiet, even with all that traffic from I-10.
Right.
But
Well, you have what's this you have in your hand?
this is Charlie.
Charlie.
Charlie the alligator. He loves the French fries. And as long as you have you don't have French fries, right?
Right.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't.
you're safe. You
Yet.
can pet him if you want to. Oh,
Look at
he's
that.
such a sweetheart. Yes.
Is he one of the unofficial mascots?
Well, he's my pet alligator.
Okay.
So, you know, I got to take care of him.
You have to take care of him. Listen, you can't come to Cozy Rosie without coming in and seeing Cozy Rosie. Thanks for talking with us.
Exactly.
How's the pier out there? We're gonna go check that out next.
Oh my word! Did you bring your fishing pole?
I didn't. Maybe I should have done my homework a little better.
Yeah, should have brought your fishing pole.
Well,
or
it's-
your swim shorts.
I got something on.
Well, you jump in.
Then we'll do it.
Have a good day.
Good to see you.
All righty.
We're now on the pier. We heard Brooke talking about it. We got Brad. I hear the head shed head.
That's right, that's me.
What goes with that title?
Well, there's a lot. It's mainly
stuff that we can talk about on TV.
day drinking,
All right.
you know, because we have like 150 different kinds of beer and
What's wrong with
always
that?
have the blues rolling. But I mean, the pier, it's a 500-foot pier. We're on Fort Bayou, so it's about a 20-minute ride to Back Bay, Biloxi.
Sure.
And lots of kayaks. People are catching fish here year round.
You told me about the huge catfish and the bass that folks catch here on this
Yep.
pier.
And certain times of year, they're catching monster specks right here. So it's, you know, it's 500 foot, great spot to bring the kids fishing. It's free of charge. You know, we just want you to come out, enjoy the beauty that the South Mississippi provides.
Hey, you mentioned this wood here is reclaimed. Tell us about that. That's kind of cool.
All the pier wood came off of the old Biloxi boardwalk. So during Katrina, you know, it ripped it all out, and we bought some of it salvaged and built a pier. So every piece of the shed has a story.
That's amazing.
And sometimes it's not my story. It's somebody that donated, oh, this piano came out of my grandmother's house. You know, it's that's the greatest thing about the shed is it changes every day, but yet still has that warm feeling that nothing has changed. But
well, and being kind of in the area where we are, there's relatively large cities all around us, but I don't feel that here. I feel like we're off the beaten path. I feel like we've kind of gotten out of the hustle and bustle of every day, and it's just a random day in Jackson County, but it feels like I'm out in the woods somewhere.
well, I mean, right across from, right behind you is 5,000 acres of protected birdland. So there's eagles flying around. We always have a couple nests right across the bayou. So we'll have people out here at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning waiting on the sun to come up just to do the bird watching. You know, it's just full circle at the shed.
Absolutely. So you just mentioned the shed. I think we've covered Cozy Rosie, met Cozy Rosie. We've covered the pier, the fishing, the bird sanctuary.
Yeah.
Habitat.
Sandhill Crane.
There it is.
Yep.
The water. You said this is 20 feet deep here. People
Oh,
can
easy.
can people just jump in?
Yeah. You want to go in?
I'm not gonna go in.
I mean, you wore
I got a
flip-flops.
microphone on. I
Yeah,
am wearing
mean,
flip-flops,
You're
but
right.
I'm wearing a microphone. and
Well,
maybe later.
so behind us here, this is where the boat launch is. We've got the bathrooms up top and the roasted oyster, so the oyster bar and the shed. So there's a lot to see.
Let's go head over to the shed.
All right, I like
Perfect.
it. Come on.
All right, Brad, we're back at the Shed Barbecue and Blues Joint. This is kind of the flagship. This is where it all started.
This is where it began. This is where it still is. And if you haven't visited the shed in a while, this is your invite. Come out and check out all the cool stuff. And a lot of the stuff is the same. So if you've ever hung a dollar bill up on the ceiling and signed your name or donated a license plate, it is still here at the
Or a
shed.
piano.
Or a piano, yeah.
There's a couple of those around here.
And we're always accepting random goodness.
That's it.
So bring it on out.
Because
We'll
we
hang
really
it
don't
up.
have time for the alternative, right?
Nah.
Just the goodness is all we want.
I mean, donating to the thrift store is cool, but donated to the shed is cooler.
Right. I hear you got some music going on. You said you got blues playing all the time. There's a great guitar playing harmonica right now from what I can hear. You already got some folks starting to come in. People love this place.
Hey, we call it getting fed at the shed.
Getting fed at the shed. You see it right there. If you've never been to the shed or to Cozy Rosie or any of the other amazing options that they have here at the shed, come on down. You see that information there at the bottom of your screen. Give them a call. You don't need a reservation. Just show up.
Just show up. Hey, but show up early. Don't be mad if you show up at 6 o'clock and we're out of brisket. So I'm saying show up early.
See, this is a pro tip. If you want the brisket, show up early. The earlier you get here, the better chance you're going to have of getting fed
At
what
the
you want to
shed.
get fed at the shed.
That's right.
Brad, thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you.